Capsule fam. So, a week later, the pain has subsided. In my last Witchy vlog, I was talking about how I had this really bad pain in my lower back. Well, I didn't go to the hospital, but I did call my doctor. And I waited until the very last day of the week to do it because I really didn't want to do it. And I also waited until the very last hour of the workday to do it because I was procrastinating. I really just don't like to go to doctors. So the doctor calls me back. It's not even my doctor, it's another doctor. Calls me back, says, you know, my thing was I thought maybe I had a ruptured disc. Well, she said if I had a ruptured disc, I would definitely know it. I wouldn't be walking and I would have some other problems. And she said it definitely sounds like sciatic, but she couldn't say for sure because she did not examine me. But with the symptoms I had, she said it sounded like sciatic nerve, which I pretty much thought it was sciatic nerve. But she ended up giving me a muscle relaxer, but I won't take it. But you know, the weirdest thing is, I tell my husband, I said, watch. I call the doctor, she calls me something in, and watch, everything's gonna go away. He said, well, hey, that's good. And I said, well, yeah, it's good. So in the meantime, before I even called the doctor, rewind back to like the beginning of the pain, I have been literally doing Reiki healing on myself and didn't even know it. I think a lot of us do it and we don't even know it. I think it's something that's innate, something that's within us. It's like a intuitive knowing, but we're not really conscious of what we're actually doing. But as I was, doing my course, if some of you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I got my certificate for Reiki 1, and I don't know, it's just like everything just came together so perfectly. And what I was reading in the course was, to heal myself before I could heal other people. And then I read a little bit about how we heal ourselves, and I was like, oh shit, I do that. Like when I have a headache, what do? Or when my eyes feel dry and sore, I usually rub my hands together for heat. And then I cup them. And that was one of the things, cupping. I cup them over my eyes. And that's what I do when I have a headache. Or, I go like this when I have a headache. Or I go like this when I'm having some issues with my crown chakra. But, I'm not thinking, oh, I have issues with my crown chakra, let me heal myself. Usually it's like if I have brain fog or, whatever the symptoms are of the crown chakra, then I'm doing this. And I noticed that I was like, when I have like a stomach ache or cramps, women, when they get their like freeing, you do that little heat thing and then you put your hand in your tummy and I noticed that I cup my hands when I hold my tummy when I have cramps or a bellyache or when I'm sick. Or when my throat hurts, I hold my throat. And I was like, wow, I'm literally intuitively healing myself, but not knowing it. Now that I know it, I can put more energy into it. So I said, let me try it with my back. So I did the whole Mr. Miyagi thing. And I cupped it on my back. Now, of course, I'm a little frustrated because at this point, I'm like, I can heal myself. I know I can. I believe I can. And then, of course, I was still in pain. Like, I was like, I have so much pain. And, but there was like something, like my higher being knew that I could do this. But my, 3D being was like, it's slow, be patient. But because I have this ability, I am a healer, okay? I'm a healer. I know I can do this. So I have memory from past lives that I was able to heal. and then in this lifetime, it's very frustrating because it takes so long to do the healing that it feels like it's not working, that you have to get through the whole like 3D sludge, everything that is so slow, everything's like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I wasn't really losing faith, but I was kind of more frustrated than anything. And yesterday, I started to feel some relief, but I didn't want to think too much of it because I didn't want it to come back. I mean, if I move the wrong way, it still kind of hurts. But today, I mean, it still kind of hurts, but not like it was before. Not like it was before. But also something else came to me because I mean, we're all empathic. I say this all the time. But because I'm a different kind of empath, I pick up on people, very sensitive. I could pick up on their moods, their energy, but I can also pick up on the pain of their body. It dawned on me, everybody that's in my house is like, oh, my back, my hip, my butt. And I was like, oh my God, I'm picking up on them. I'm not grounded properly. You guys, this thing about being an energetic being is no fucking joke. I mean, the more and more that you're on this journey and you get to learn about yourself, it's like mind-blowing, the stuff that you learn about yourself energetically. At least it is for me. And again, even though I make these videos and I might sound like I know a lot of stuff, I mean, I only know what I know because I'm consciously aware of it and I'm mindful. And I make it a point to stay mindful and be conscious and aware of my surroundings energetically, symbolically. A lot of us live our lives, so busy that we're not even stopping. How's the saying go? Stop to smell the roses. Basically that means stop and be in the moment. A lot of us are living in the past. A lot of us are living in, the future. A lot of us are not existing in the now. We're not being, okay? And I just did a video on being. Are you being? Are you a human being? Being? Are you just being human? Don't let the daily lives stress you out. So I'm starting to learn a lot more about myself energetically, and it's just mind-blowing. Even though I'm grounding myself and cleansing my house constantly because I have so many people in the house, and I don't normally have a lot of people in my house, I'm constantly smudging to clear out their energy. Because a lot of people come into your lives with heavy energy, not, they don't know that they're doing it. So, and I've been clearing myself. And then today I sat down with Jesus's oils, bad to the bone. Okay. And you guys got to check his oils out, by the way. Spiritually bad to the bone. He has a YouTube channel. So I sat down, he sent me this red oil a while back, and I've only used it a couple times because it's that good. And I don't want to use it all the time because I really like it and I don't want it to go bye-bye. So I was guided to go over to the oils and the waters that he sent me. Even though I've been wearing the waters a lot lately, the oil really stuck out to me. And I rubbed it on all the places that hurt. And it's like I heard the angels say, this will numb the pain. This will take away the pain. I literally put it on my hip, and I had to move the field to see if that pain is still there. It is when I move like that. But it's not hurting when I'm sitting. I had a hard time sitting for a week because it was hurting. It hurt to sit, it hurt to stand, it hurt to lay. I was alternating between. I was grumpy, I was mean, I was grumpy. I didn't really want to be around people, and it's hard because I have a lot of people in my house. I'm out of my routine. Everything is changed, and change is something that I struggle with so fucking much. So I know that this change in my life is supposed to be there. Ooh, Ooh, that was weird. I just saw a bunch of like white energy floating around the field. Oh, it was weird. Weird. It was like, what do they call the air spirit? Shit. I know what they are. Just on the tip of my tongue. I used to see them all the time when I sat down by the water. Nymphs? No. It'll come to me. If I remember, I'll post it on my Instagram. So I forgot what I was saying. Short-term memory loss. But yeah, I don't know. I just felt really good when I put his oils on, and I really just was guided to focus on me. And it's not just about the, I'm driving slow, so people are going to pass me. So you're going to see a lot of cars pass me because I'm driving like Miss Daisy. So, a lot of the stuff that's coming out of me is, you know, things that I still need to work on, because that's my root chakra that's giving me such, a hard time right now. And also I'm having this mirror effect, and I'm picking up on people's energy. So I'm like in this heightened stage. Plus, it's the fucking full moon tonight. So it's the Libra full moon. So I said I was in pain for a week. We've had nothing but solar like energy like slamming at us and ripping us apart. Then the moon energy plus the equinox energy. So I feel like maybe this is just everything. It kind of just agitated the root chakra, and it's forcing whatever I stuck and hid out of me in all different ways possible. See? Awareness. Now that I'm aware of it, I can work on it. I didn't use my blinker, so he beeped at me, but I did see him. Yeah. So I wanted to give you an update on the whole thing with the hip and the root chakra, and just, we're energetic beings. We can literally heal ourselves. That was basically the message of that. It's just that it takes a little bit longer in the 3D world, in this 3D matrix, because everything is slowed down. Even if you raise your vibration and you're in a different frequency, you're still in the frequency, or the vibration lingering of the earth. This is still a slow, like, you can't just do things that you could do in other, other worlds, other realms as easy as you can in this one, just because this one is a slower one, more dense, and we're in a dense body and gravity and all that stuff. So a lot of synchronicities have been coming through since I figured it out. I've been seeing a lot of 1111s, 911, 411, 711. Yesterday I saw it all day. I woke up 511, then it was 611, then it was 711, then 811, all day long, every hour on the hour at the number 11. Then it was 1111. I seen that yesterday too. It's starting to come through again today for me. Another thing that has been brought to my awareness is, now that I have been able to kind of figure out what's going on with me, channelings are coming in. So I had a channeling this morning that I gave out to somebody in the soul fam. Came out really clear. I haven't had that in a while, so that was pretty awesome. And then another thing that was brought to my awareness is the people that I attract, that gravitate towards me in my life, are sometimes wounded healers, and they don't even know that they're healers, but they're wounded. They're not even conscious that they're a healer. So I'm looking, I was sitting on the floor. It was like, I don't want to be at my dad's house yet, so I kind of want to just pull over because I want to get this out. So like, I was at my house, and I was sitting on the floor, and I was surrounded by everybody in my living room, and I was thinking to myself, like, I was looking at everybody, and I noticed that there was something going on. I was rocking, and I was swaying, and I was rocking, and I didn't even know I was doing this. And then my husband said, "Why are you rocking and swaying?" And I'm like, and then I stopped. I didn't even realize I was doing it. And then my sister-in-law, she was like, "Oh shit, I'm doing it too." But she was rocking and swaying differently than I was. And I was like, energy. And then poof, the message came in. what was being talked about was a heavy subject, and she was not trying to absorb it. So she was like rocking. It's about to be 11:11. She was rocking and swaying, rocking and swaying, rocking and swaying. And it was like a way of staying in this like neutrality. For me it was. So that's what I was picking up for her too. And it was like a calming thing, like a grounding thing that we were doing, expelling the energy, keeping herself calm. And, you know, and then that's when it dawned on me. I was surrounded by healers that don't even know that they're healers. And then the message came through. You're a catalyst, which I am. Read my description in the bottom of probably all of my videos, the ones that have the long descriptions. My galactic code. Read it. Read my mantra in the galactic code. And I'm a catalyst. So these people are in my life because I'm coding them. They're not coding me. I'm coding them. I'm healing them. They're gravitating in my life. Those fractals of source that are initially me because we're one, those are all aspects of me that I was sitting in the living room with, and I was looking at each aspect of me. You know, even though we're all in the same, it looks like we're all in the same timeline, we're not. But they're all playing out something different on the timeline they're in, even though we were all in the same room together. Does that make sense? It might be very confusing, but if it doesn't make sense, the longer you're on your path, it will one day make sense. I promise you. Maybe in a different lifetime. It might take another lifetime or two. But that was me. That each and every one of them was me. So I recognized every single one of the patterns that they were experiencing, that they were showing, that they were expressing, the body language, the energy, the aura, everything, like everything. It just blew my mind. And then they're in my life. I'm not in their life. They're in my life because they need something. And what it is healing. They need awareness. They need the codes to wake up. And even though I tell you guys that my husband doesn't really understand me, I feel like, you know, there's times when I hear him talking and I'm like, yeah, he says he don't understand me and he talks about what I believe in, but I hear me coming out of him sometimes. I can see that, you know, the catalyst that I am, I could see that change that's happening around him because it's happening around me. And the way I live, it's me being that catalyst that's changing his life, and it's waking him up. It's like these codes that they're cracking. I'm triggering him, and those triggers are making him aware, and it's waking him up. What he does with those triggers are, I have no control of, but it seems like everything is good. It's like cracking the eggshell, like a hairline crack, and you gotta wait for the chick on the inside to just, make its way out. It's kind of like how I see them. And I also see my sister-in-law. I hear her talking, when we're talking privately, and I hear what she's expressing, and I'm like, she's a healer. This is a beautiful thing. She's a healer, and she's not really quite aware of it, maybe because of what she believes in or how she believes, but I feel like there is another belief system that she has, but because of religion, religion's kind of like the firewall that won't let it through. But it feels like that there's a hairline fracture in that belief system of religion, and some of what she believes in is starting to leak through. And my mother-in-law, I know she thinks, I think she thinks like, oh man, the way she believes is not right. But I believe that there is some sort of unconscious connection that makes everything okay. It's really, really, really hard to put energy to explain what I know into words. So I'm trying the best that I can. I started driving now because I think I got my point across, but in the end, I literally just, the confirmation came through of, you know, that I am a healer. Even when I did a card reading on myself this morning, Archangel Uriel came through, and it was like, wow, the whole forgiveness thing, and then the baby came up, and then the thing with finances came up, and it was like, just everything, I don't know. Energy is beautiful, you guys. Light language is a beautiful language if you can learn how to read it and understand it. And you will. The longer you are on your spiritual journey, you will. You will. All right, guys. Maybe I'll pick up on this subject later. I'm at my dad's house to do lunch. I love you guys. Bye.